Custom home building is in a world of its own, and it is very unique because builders aren't just selling standardized products or producing the same items repeatedly over and over again. Each project is tailored to the client's needs, making it a one-of-a-kind deal. These projects typically span months to complete, and the initial contract price and projected costs often evolve and change over that time due to various factors. The complexity requires adaptability and careful management throughout the entire construction process. If you have previously worked in a production building environment and then you shift to running a custom home building business, there will be a significant shift in processes and approaches. Consequently, your software tools may also need to change to accommodate these differences and to better support the unique requirements of custom home building. CHS is like a digital meeting room where everyone involved in a construction project can communicate and can collaborate. It combines data from the builder owner, the accounting team, and project managers, allowing the entire team to get hands-on and use features based on their permission levels. Let's talk about setup. Job costing relies on job IDs and cost code centers such as framing, plumbing, roofing, etc. These are separate from your accounting chart of accounts but are included as fields in your accounting records. Separating the general ledger chart of accounts GL number from the job code and the cost code allows us to produce regular general ledgers just grouped by the general ledger number, or general ledgers of accounting transactions grouped by the GL number and then the job, or other general ledgers such as ones grouped by the GL number and then the cost code. Cost code centers are used for various tasks like creating budget estimates, preparing purchase orders, and estimating change order costs and posting bills from trades and suppliers. The builder or estimator can bring their expertise to set up the cost code centers from scratch or load and tweak the NAHB recommended ones that CHS supplies. This ensures that the system aligns with how you work. And to avoid those interruptions later, the builder can add general notes about the cost codes to be seen by the team when they need to select them, and notes for the clients that can automatically drop into new budget estimates, and also provide scope of work notes for vendors that will drop in to purchase orders. Cost codes and their notes become the initial point of communication from the builder to the team and to your trades and suppliers. Here's a great big tip we can give you about writing all of those cost code notes. We have been using AI to come up with some samples for our video, and we just now did some about roofing turnkey because we're going to talk for a minute about purchase orders for roofing turnkey. But look here where we put in roofing turnkey and we got some stuff here. You can see that. And then if we slide down, we put in scope of work for roofing turnkey purchase order. And we got several things here, but you're going to see me use these here in just a second inside CHS. So let's go here. Let's look at our cost code for roofing turnkey. Let's click the edit button and notice that this description came directly from AI. I copied and pasted it in over here. I also did the budget default notes, and I put some default notes for the buyer based on what AI had told me. And when I open a brand new budget proposal, those will already be in the notes for the buyer. I also use the scope of work to come up with some default notes to print on the purchase order when I do a purchase order for roofing turnkey. And since we advise to avoid having too many cost codes that will bog down your accounting team, use items for more detail behind your cost code centers. Items can be used simply as a reminder of what to budget for on your job estimate, like this example for building permits. Or items can be used for a list of materials and labor in order to prepare bid requests that can be sent to your trade or supplier via a message. When bid requests are received back into CHS and selected to include on a job's estimate, the actual bid and related items are then easily transferable to a purchase order. CHS also has a place for the builder to set up stages or phases. that can be attached to cost codes so that the job costs can also be grouped by stages, to forecast estimated cost totals by stage, to report actual costs by stage, or to issue POs by stage. Stages are also used in CHS to prepare list schedules by stage, to write daily job logs by stage, and to follow the weekly progress status of all active jobs. And set up cost types like labor, materials, or turnkey and attach those to cost codes so that CHS can group your paid subcontractor job costs by those cost types on CHS reports that the general liability insurance auditors just love. And to please your builder's risk insurers, mark cost codes as direct for hard costs or indirect for soft costs so that CHS can group and total your hard and soft costs separately for people who need those totals. And in CHS, you have the flexibility to set default master values for various cost centers to populate when starting a new budget or estimate worksheet. For instance, you can establish default settings for frame labor that will be based on a job's frame square footage complete with a unit price. CHS allows you to enter specifications for each job, such as including a frame square foot spec. This all means that whenever you create a new budget estimate worksheet, the frame labor estimate can automatically populate based on the job's frame square footage and a default unit price from your master, streamlining your workflow. But what if your framer changes their unit price per frame square footage? No problem. With CHS, you can easily update the default unit price for your cost code master settings on the fly. In CHS, you also have the advantage of instant accounting data right at your fingertips. This means that you can dive into your actual cost history to see if your default unit price for framing labor, for example, is accurate. You can look at the cost history for frame square footage and compare it to your current default unit price. This helps you make sure your estimates are on target based on past expenses. So if your default price seems off, you can adjust it accordingly immediately, ensuring that your budgets are more accurate and reflective of real-world costs. Let's take a look at roofing turnkey on a new job estimate. CHS preloaded master pricing, roofing square footage, and default buyer notes from the cost codes master. This provides a starting point for estimating the project cost, but can be changed later based on actual bids received. Before requesting bids, upload plans to the plan room within CHS for the job. This ensures that the appropriate plans are accessible to potential bidders, allowing them to accurately assess the scope of work. CHS provides tools to send bid requests to contractors, including related plans. Bidders can submit their bids through the CHS portal, attaching any relevant information. This streamlines and stores communications between you and your trades and suppliers. Once bids are received, you can review and compare them within CHS. After selecting the best bid that aligns with your budget and requirements, CHS will attach the uploaded bid to the budget record, update the budget amount, and change the measure for the roofing turnkey project to vendor bid. And if this happens to be a cost-plus job that requires full cost transparency to your client, you might easily select and insert a short URL to the bid into the buyer notes. CHS is designed to seamlessly handle scenarios like this. If your contract is a fixed lump sum contract and includes provisions for client coverage of overages on allowance cost centers, CHS understands and accommodates this arrangement. By utilizing a unit measure of allowance for specific cost centers, CHS identifies these items and includes them in an allowance agreement, which can be conveniently appended to your contract. This not only ensures transparency, but also streamlines the process for both you and your client. Furthermore, CHS goes the extra mile by diligently tracking expenditures on allowance cost centers Any amounts spent over or under the agreed allowances are automatically factored into the contract balance. This level of automation and accuracy saves you time and minimizes errors, allowing you to focus on delivering exceptional service to your clients. Once you've wrapped up your budgeting and estimating tasks, CHS streamlines the process further. First, it has a tool to tidy up, review, and remove any cost codes with zero amounts from your budget. Then it steps in with its intelligent tool to assist in selecting the most suitable contract type and setting a price. Simply checkmark your preferred contract type, fixed, cost plus fee, or cost plus markup. Next, input your desired profit percent. And here comes the magic. CHS offers suggestions for a contract price, builder fee, or markup percent tailored to the chosen contract type. Use CHS suggestions or type in your own. For a fixed contract, set a fixed price. For a cost plus markup contract, set a markup percent. For a cost plus builder fee contract, set a builder fee. CHS doesn't stop there. It takes the burden off your shoulders by offering a tool to automatically fill in the appropriate markup percentages for all cost centers to be consistent with the contract type and price. And if you prefer a zero markup for allowance costs on a fixed contract, CHS can apply a zero markup to allowance costs and calculate a higher markup percentage to apply to all other cost centers to tie to the fixed price. Once everything looks good, it's time to impress your client. With CHS, choose from various proposal styles that you set up, such as proposal or construction budget or whatever you need. Then easily produce professional proposals consistent with your contract type and how much detail you'd like to include. If it's a fixed contract, show the marked up amounts only. If it's a cost plus markup contract, show both the budgeted and marked up amounts. If it's a cost plus builder fee contract, show the budgeted costs only, and CHS will add the builder fee in on the last page. It's just that simple with CHS, making your job easier and your proposals more polished. Once your signed contract is securely stored in your CHS file cabinet and your job budget is securely locked, ensuring only authorized users can make changes, purchase orders, or POs for short, and work orders become very invaluable tools in the construction process. While not mandatory in CHS, they are strongly recommended. Most importantly, using POs and work orders can save time and prevent errors. For example, they eliminate the need for the bookkeeper to constantly call the project manager to ask what cost code to use for posting a vendor payables bill. Likewise, they keep the project manager focused on site rather than spending excessive time in the office coding those vendor bills. They also provide a way to alert the bookkeeper when a vendor bill just entered will cause an overage over POs issued to the vendor. Purchase orders also serve as a crucial channel for communication from the project manager to the bookkeeper as work progresses. They offer a structured format for the project manager to convey essential information regarding the completion of work, to write notes about the work performed, and to specify any deductions from payments. This tool makes it so that a bookkeeper can create payables bills from open POs that are marked that the work is done. In CHS, creating POs is made easy and efficient. One very effective method is to use the Estimated Cost at Completion worksheet, which displays the original budget amounts and clearly indicates which cost centers do have associated POs and which ones do not. The Estimated Cost at Completion, or ECC worksheet, is a powerful tool in CHS that provides valuable insights into your project's financial status, ensuring that you have the necessary information to make informed decisions and keep your project within budget and on schedule. On the ECC worksheet, simply click the plus PO link to create a PO either from scratch or from the budgeted amount, or from a bid that has been received. In this case, CHS has discovered that there is a bid and guides us to the window to create a PO from the bid. When the PO window opens, the bid will automatically attach to the PO, so that you can simply type in "as per your attached bid" in the PO notes. The default scope of work notes that we set up for the roofing turnkey cost code has also dropped in. When the PO is ready, store a hard copy of the PDF and send it to the vendor for a signature. When the vendor signs the PO on the CHS portal, a message with the signed PO is sent back to you. Variance POs are a very useful tool for adjusting your current ECC and then being able to analyze overage variances based on variance PO notes. Purchase or work orders enhance communication between both the vendors and your team members by providing clear documentation of purchasing decisions and work assignments, including a contact list of vendors to be used on the job after you've issued your POs. So now that we've seen how the builder, estimator, purchasing, and project manager can communicate so much information to the back office with CHS's powerful tools, from the initial budget proposals through to creating purchase orders, it's time to get the accounting team involved. Bringing the accounting team into the picture completes the cycle, ensuring seamless communication and integration across all aspects of the construction project, from setting up accounting parameters with detailed notes to efficiently managing payables bills with additional context. Every step contributes to a smoother financial workflow. In our next video, we will focus on the accounting team and explore features like using allowances, change orders, and draw request billings instead of clunky accounts receivable, to show how CHS adapts to the unique needs of construction accounting, providing effective solutions for tracking contract revisions and managing cash flow. And we won't forget about the powerful reporting capability that CHS offers to impress your bankers, your customers, and your CPA. CHS reports empower builders to monitor crucial metrics like gross profits, job costs, and cash flow in real time, providing valuable insights into the financial health of every project and your entire company. So please stay tuned, and thank you for watching.